Good evening. Sorry about the delay. I was getting coffee and helping Mama with the babies. Hello, Zach. Hello, Sushi. How is everyone doing this evening? I'm okay. The babies, it's like, we're waiting for money, like paychecks to come in tomorrow. And babies are running a little low on food. And so we're like rationing out their dry food. But you would think they're starving. I just was present to the most pitiful of meows as me and Mama fed the kittens. So that's why I was a little late. But they're okay, and I'm alright. I've been my head has been places. My head has been places. My controller's not plugged in. That seems kind of key to this whole thing. Sorry? Where are you sorry? Okay, what one is? Okay, good, it's popped up. Yes and no. Just because, like, we're waiting for the paycheck, and so, like, the food is getting low. And we normally free feed our cats because there's 6 of them. And what happened was, is last time I was supposed to buy cat food, like last paycheck. Normally I can buy them a bag of cat food, and that lasts them the 2 weeks until the next paycheck. What happened last time is they didn't have the brand or the size I normally get. And so I tried to like make up the difference. And so we've come up a little short. But they're okay. We get paid tomorrow and they will survive. They have food. They're okay. They just like the food bowl. Like, have you ever seen those memes where come here, son. Hey, baby. Have you seen those memes where like the cat can see like the bottom of the food bowl because they've pushed all the food up around the edge? Um, and so they think the food bowl is empty and they go and fuss at you. That's kind of what they're doing now. Like the food bowl isn't as full as they would like it to be, and so they're fussing at us. My cats are that mean. Yeah. So and it is so. There's three food bowls in the house. There's one in the living room. There's one in my room, and there's one in Mama's room. The one in my room's been empty. Like we didn't refill it yesterday. So the one in my room's empty, and it's been empty for like a day now. But that's like I said, it's fine. Like they can go out to the living room and eat, or they can go into Mama's room and eat. But they think it's the end of the world. They're so confused. Which it shouldn't be. Like this isn't even the first time that they've had to go through this, but they're not happy. They'll be fine tomorrow though. I'll get them food and I'll get them treats and everything will be okay. Actually, they have treats. I have like this gravy stuff I can give them. And I did yesterday. I can give them some more tomorrow maybe. But I didn't think they needed any tonight. What in oh thank you for the donation, Zach. I keep forgetting about the Kofi donation. Like the noise it makes. Oh goodness. Thank you so much. If I hadn't seen it pop up on the OBS, I wouldn't have known. Thank you, Zach. I assume that's from you. That's what I saw. Maybe I shouldn't have assumed that was Zach, but I saw a Z on there. Okay, we're going to play Resident Evil 4 tonight, and we're going to chill, and we're going to talk. And I have a lad. Yes, it was you. Alright, thank you. Okay, oh my god, how embarrassing would that have been if it wasn't you? Get the I will. I will as soon as I can. They're literally starving to death, wasting away before my very eyes. Son, please. They're very spoiled. Sometimes they eat better than I do. There's this like I can't remember what brand it was. It was like a brand I got at like PetSmart or something like that. And it was like it was it was a mousse cat food. It was like a white cat food, and they called it a mousse, and it was made with goat milk and pumpkin puree and like I can't remember. It was like salmon or something like that. It was all fancy sounding. They loved that stuff, but it was on sale. That's why I bought it. But it's like when you read it, it sounds all fancy. It's like okay. Oh Jesus! I forgot how loud this game was. Is that really loud for you guys? Oh god. The other problem with this is every time I need to like tab out, I have to hit the it's a tad bit loud. Yeah, hold on, let me. Son, you just wanted in here. You're the one who left. He's now behind me, meowing at me. Okay. Not really loud, but louder than I am. How's this? Or is it too quiet now? Yeah, I'm sorry I haven't like streamed in the past couple days. My brain's been not great. But I'm working. I'm getting things ready. I guess I've been trying to take care of all that. I hope to God that's good. If I'll have to fix it later. So two things I'm doing is working on Patreon stuff, but I'm also how do I say this? I like so this is gonna sound silly. I like collecting data and like making lists of things. It makes the like happy neurons in my brain go off. And so I'm making like a Google document survey thing to give y'all so you can give me anonymous feedback for streams or stuff that I do. So I'm working on composing that, and so when I do it, if y'all could, give me feedback through it.
Got some rare things on sale, stranger.
That would help out a lot.
What are you buying?
Matilda! Okay. So I've beaten Resident Evil 4 before. Sometime last year, I don't remember when exactly.
An awesome choice, stranger. It's got a 3
they have
round
an entire
rapid fire capability, although it uses up ammo rather quickly.
It does. Okay, so that is our Matilda. I'm gonna put her there. Okay.
Thank you. What are you buying?
We tune up Matilda already.
Is that all?
We can. Okay. Sadly, that Google document.
Not enough cash,
Oh, nope.
stranger.
We're out of money finally. I had a Google document and then
what are you selling?
just like I said, so it's for feedback purposes. So that way
1998.
if there's something I do you really like, you can tell me. If there's something I don't,
when those grisly
I do and you don't like, you can tell me about that, and it'll be anonymous. So like if you want to say stop playing roguelikes all the time, it's boring, you can say so and it'll be completely anonymous and you don't have to worry about it.
The virus broke out in a nearby mountain community, Raccoon City.
And then
it hit the peaceful
coming
little town. with a devastating
Next
blow
week
crippling its very foundation.
will be some
Not taking
Patreon
any
stuff.
chances, the President of the United
But they're lots
States
of fun.
ordered
They're
a
fun, and I
contingency
adore
plan
playing them.
to
But like
sterilize
what I like to
American
play
state.
and what y'all like to watch aren't always going to line
The
up.
whole affair
So
going public. The United
yeah,
States
like
government
I keep
issued
saying
an
Google
indefinite
document, but I mean like a
suspension of
Google
business
survey
decree to Umbrella. Soon its stock prices crashed,
sort of thing.
and for all intents and purposes,
It's going to be kind
Umbrella
of lengthy and in depth,
finished.
so I apologize for that. But I kind of want to get it done and get it out there so I can try to get some feedback. Where was I going with
6 years have
this?
passed since that horrendous incident. I received special training via a secret organization working under the direct control of the president. I was to
Followers, by the way, and if you actually want to know anything about that
organization,
organization and Krauser, you have to find this really hard to find CGI movie. I wonder if they're gonna change that for the remake. Speaking of, come March, so I haven't really spoken about this too much, but I have the remake pre-ordered
Guess that's a
already.
local's way
It's
of
gonna be like
breaking
my
the
birthday
ice.
present to me.
Anyway,
It
you
comes
know
after
what
my
this is
birthday,
all
but like
about.
it's gonna be my birthday present to me.
Is to search for the president's missing daughter.
And so I figured what we can do. I don't do this on my channel very often, just because. But like I'll be streaming it the day it comes out. It'll be like a new game I'm streaming as it has come out, which I don't think I've ever really done before. So, well, Cult of the Lamb kinda. Ray's B-Day gross. It is. It's super gross.
I'm counting on you guys.
I'll be old. Not really. I refuse to let people call me or make me feel old. Oh yeah, you do. You have to be mean. I have it. I don't have it in writing somewhere, but you have to be mean to me on my birthday.
It was right before I was to take on my duties of protecting the president's daughter when she was abducted. That's the ultimate reason I'm in this lonely and rural part of Europe.
Random part of
According to
Europe,
our
like it's not
intelligence,
kind of obvious
there's
that he's in
reliable
Spain.
information about a sighting of a girl that looks very similar to the president's daughter. Apparently, she's being withheld by some
Also, I never knew this. I think I may have mentioned this, but apparently,
Who would have
the,
thought that my first job would have been a rescue mission?
if you speak Spanish or you're from Spain, it's very obvious that the voice actors who are doing the Spanish parts of this game are American.
Must be my imagination. Sorry it took so long.
I have coffee and cookies. So I'm eating coffee and cookies while I wait for this cutscene. Oh, okay, and so 2 other things. I guess I'll go ahead and say them now. I've come up with some ideas for milestones. 1 milestone is going to be followers, and 1 milestone is going to be subscribers. And then the
I'll go and have a
2,
look around.
Stay and watch that car.
I don't know what to say,
want to
rewards
get any
or
parking
celebrations for
tickets.
those milestones are going
Right.
to be the animated
Parking
emote
tickets.
that I'll be commissioning here in a couple of weeks. And another
Who are these
from
guys?
the Rats Library stream where I read something out to you guys. Oh yeah, I have the special thing on, so he's
Leon,
wearing the
I hope you
RPD.
can hear me.
Oh no,
I'm
what's that
Ingrid
mean?
Hunnigan. I'll be your support on this mission.
Loud and clear.
I
Somehow I
apologize. I
thought
might
you'd
have
be a
stuck
little older.
Ashley in the
So the subject's name's Ashley Graham, right?
in the outfit.
That's right. She's the daughter of the president. So try to behave yourself, okay?
Whoever this group is, they sure picked the wrong girl to kidnap.
I'll try to find some more information on my end as well.
Good. Talk to you later. Leon out.
Okay. Dear Lord, how do you play this game, man? Oh boy, I have to get used to the controls again. I guess I'm not playing hard or anything. We're doing a round 2. So I'm still on normal. One second, I'm eating my last cookie. And some other things that are going to be in like the survey thing are going to be like,
Excuse me.
what would
Sir?
you like to see more of me? More that we do, like if we haven't done them before, or games you want me to get back to, maybe. So it's a weird
I was
goal.
wondering
It's not a
if you
weird
might
goal, but I
recognize
really
a
want to
girl
try
in this
to
photograph.
grow more this year,
estás haciendo
like the
aquí?
community, and that means
Lárgate, cabrón.
Sorry to have bothered.
it definitely means pushing out of my boundary and trying to like market myself better. But I feel coming in the next couple of months, I'll have the content and like the means to like do so. So there's that.
Shit.
Language Leon.
Is everything okay?
There was a hostile local. I had no choice but to neutralize him. There are still others surrounding the area.
Get out of there and head toward the village. Take whatever measures necessary to save the subject.
Understood.
Nope, not that. Another thing, like when I made yesterday's poll about what to stream, I nearly stuck the Final Fantasy VII Remake on there like 3 times. Hold on, I'm missing somebody. I'm missing a couple of somebodies. Oh, not like that. And I'm back and forth about streaming the remake because I want to try to stream them in order. I guess I can ask that. I was like, do you guys care if I stream the Final Fantasies in order? They gave me Magnum. Oh, because it's on a thing. Okay, Lord. I can't hit the thing. Wrong button. Okay, we're gonna do this. Yeah, because, like, so I streamed the first Final Fantasy, and now I'm streaming Final Fantasy 2. And, because I was talking about, yesterday, I almost put the Final Fantasy 7 Remake on the poll. Because I try to play it, like, once a year. It's a good game. They don't. And so it wouldn't matter too much, but I do like, I like the idea of streaming them in order to show, like, how things changed and when certain things got introduced and stuff like that. Hey, puppy. I guess the other thing is like, do I stream the remake? Like, which do I stream first, the original or the remake? And I guess still need to get Crisis Core and potentially stream that too. There you go. I reloaded the gun, didn't I? Wait. Bad habits, they die hard. Where are you guys? Oh god. Well, they're at my accuracy. Okay. Yeah, like with the exception of like a few, you don't have to stream them in order. That's why I guess I'm asking, like, does it matter? Like, because I really want to, like, show you guys 6 and 5, and ow, there's an X to my face. Thank you. I don't think it matters too much. Yeah, we'll see how... I'm skipping through this. We'll see how it goes. No, we don't need to look, it's fine. Alright, can I just run through here? No, she's gonna see me, right? Oh, hi, y'all are just there, huh? Ow. Dr. Salvador's up there. I never knew that's where he was. I wonder, does he always spawn there? Curious. Get the appeal one. Yeah. I just need to get back to 2. Like, 2's not very long. Ow. And then I'm trying to think of how long 3 is. 3 seems like it's long-ish. But not really. There's also, like, I'm trying to put together that list of, like, games I can stream on my capture card, like, I can stream Bloodborne, or Elden Ring, Strangers in Paradise, the Final Fantasy VII Remake. Hold on, I'm trying to think. Death Stranding. I also have Death Stranding, Horizon, stream more God of War. There's a lot of stuff, so trying to get that all together. And like I said, also put in, get suggestions, I guess, for like what would you guys really want to watch me stream. That way I could try to maybe save up for it and buy it if it goes on sale or something. Just have that. As long as it's not a, Oh, he never came down the hill. I saw him. I didn't. There's no way I accidentally killed him. That's weird. Did he just not show up? Anyway. Words are escaping me. As long as it's not an Xbox exclusive, but you can try to get it.
Lord Sattler.
Or, well, okay, I guess it also needs to be available on a modern system, because if it's something...
Where's everyone going? Bingo?
Because so I guess like another thing is like I really like playing role-playing games. Like I love the Final Fantasy series, Personas, like Saga. I have like Romancing Sagas. I think I have the Romancing Sagas on my Switch, Legend of Mana, stuff like that. They're going to be re-releasing the Suikoden's sometime soon, and I really would love to play those again because I haven't played those since I was a little kid.
Look for a tower.
They were like it's like Suikoden 1 and 2.
Got it.
And those are going to be released on Switch, and I would love to play those, of course, but, like, again, they're, like, role-playing games, and so it's, like, it's a lot of reading, you have to grind, and so I don't know if it's something to stream, or if, I guess, if anyone's interested in watching me stream it, I guess is where I'm going with that. Excuse me. I will at a later date come through and play this on hard. It's just you have to start all over, which is fine. But it's not really what I wanted for tonight. And we don't have to stick to, depending on how long I stream, we don't have to stick to Resident Evil 4. I can swap to something more chill. Or something silly, maybe. Let's see. What am I doing? Oh, there we go. I don't really need to go through and grab everything. It's just a force of habit at this point. And while I'm looking up to see if I can stream Final Fantasy, the remake of Final Fantasy, I will, of course, look up and see if I can do Persona for me and Sushi. I kept going back and, like, looking at different things, seeing different, like, answers. I don't know what to take now. I wish there was a way to, like, email someone in support for Oh No. Oh, there we go. For the purpose of... Can I stream this or not? Because, like, evidence says yes, but once again, the legal rating says no, and I don't know anymore. I just don't know. Hold on. Oh dear. So many grenades. Oh, I need to take that off. Why did they give me so many grenades? Where did they come from? Okay. Nope. Get 2 more rounds, and then we can get rid of this gun. Or at least unequip it. I didn't check the church, don't worry about it. Okay. It's gonna be a while before I run into the merchant, though. I'm really looking forward to the remake. Not what I meant to do. You know what? I refuse to take it then. That probably seems silly, but don't worry about it. So, oh gosh, I'm sorry. It's like I tried to sneeze and cough at the same time. Can I manage to pull off a single round? Yes, I can. Okay. Oh, that's a golden chicken egg. Excuse me, chickens. Curious to see what they're gonna do for the remake. Because, like, if you ever look up, like, old, like, pilot trailers for Resident Evil 4, the game we got was very different. And, like, that's okay, like, that happens. But I'm curious to see if they will try to bring back any of that, any of the original ideas. It is also, I think I've mentioned this before, but I think it's the last one that Shin Mikami had anything to do with. Like, I don't think Shin Mikami, or is it Shinji Mikami? I think it's Shinji Mikami. I don't think he had anything to do with the, like, 5. I know he didn't have anything to do with 6. But yeah, it's like, aside from Resident Evil 4 and 16, I'm trying to think of what games are coming out this year that I'm really excited for. Although, Hades 2 is supposed to be in early access sometime soon, right? I might grab that and play that. That'd be fun. I should get back to Hades. Hold on, I'm missing... I don't know why I'm trying to get the blue medallions. Like, I already have a better gun. Again, force of habit. Force of habit. I can't speak. Guys, I can't speak. I really want to try to play Prey sometime soon. Maybe I'll do that for my birthday. I've spoken about it enough. I can't. And on a similar note, it's like I have Dishonored. I have both Dishonoreds, I think, and Doom. Various versions of Doom. Do I still have all my files? I do. 7 on the farm, 8 in the cemetery. Okay, we should be fine. Hey, but that's what I'm saying. Like, that's why I want to do that survey thing to see like what are we interested in more of. Watching Leon run for his life. Understandable. Have a good day. Where's Chris when I need him to punch a boulder? There we go. Lost my... Okay, there we go. Wasn't landing on the other guy for some reason. Has anyone here ever played a Star Ocean game? Like, if I say Star Ocean, will you have any idea what I'm talking about? Oh no. I probably missed a lot of people. I think you can hear him banging from a ways away. There was nowhere for me to go. Me? I've also played a Star Ocean game. Heck yeah, which ones? My brother was the Star Ocean player in his family. Yeah, honestly, right? Like, I couldn't tell you till the end of time. Okay, so that was the first one I knew of. On PS2. I think. The other one that I'm thinking of, was on PS3, I think? Or was it on Xbox? Did I have a character, like, he had green hair and his name was FaZe? And then I had a blue cat girl named Mary. Yes. Okay, so that's the one I'm probably most familiar with. But I remember my brother playing the one on PS2. It was on Xbox. I don't know, I recall him... Maybe he played it on Xbox. Because they've made... I don't know if they re-released, like, one of the first ones recently. But, like, I've always been very fascinated with the Star Ocean games. Like, they looked really interesting. And I realized I was thinking, okay, I don't know, I'm not going to say exactly the order of events that happened. I was reading fanfiction. I guess that's already outing me in one thing. I was reading fanfiction of some capacity, and I got inspired to make a couple of characters. And I realized the scenario I stuck them in kind of made me think of, like, a Star Ocean game. Or, but, like, a kind of, I guess... Oh, geez. A couple other games could, but, like, kind of like space, sci-fi, futuristic game. Where you have characters... Oh my god, I almost ran right into that. No, you have, like, a party or a group of characters that are from variety different races from different planets and stuff like that, and working together to try to do a thing.
Little rough, don't you think?
I'm once again reminded and sad that I don't have
You're
like
not
cross
them?
progression or whatever. Not
No.
cross progression, but like
You?
shared accounts through Dead by Daylight because I
Only one
have
very important question.
on my PlayStation
got a
account
smoke?
on Dead by Daylight
Got
as I
gum.
have Leon's Resident Evil 4 outfit.
Perfect.
And I've been
The
debating
big
about
cheese.
rebuying it.
What?
Hi, Mendes. Gotta kind of feel bad for Luis, right? Like, he was tied up, stuffed into a closet, and then, like, he finally gets free, and then they just threw Leon like that on him.
Humans,
As other.
let us give you our power. Soon, you will become unable to resist this intoxicating power.
Mm-hmm. Another thing, I know I've talked about this a lot. Maybe not a lot. But, like, I really still do want to do video essays for video games that we play.
Hey, wake up.
Like, character analysis and themes and stuff like that. You know, flex
Crawl
my
out of one
English
hole
major
and
degree.
into another.
You want to tell me what's going on here?
No, actually, I'm good. Can we skip this?
Americanos.
Thank you. Both of them should be, like, not have their hands anymore, right? Can we all agree on that? Bye, Luis.
It's Leon. Sorry I
Flex.
couldn't get.
Oh, flex the Resident Evil. Flex the English degree. I do. I want to, right? Like, it's, I don't know. I like talking about story elements, and sometimes I worry because, like, I'll start randomly rambling about things or noticing things while you're streaming Final Fantasy 14. And hey, stranger.
Over here, stranger.
And it'll be like I'm just rambling, and you're just kind of imagine y'all in chat like Video essays, yeah, I don't know, because I feel like I could take how I write like an essay, like an English essay, and turn that into like a video essay format, but have more freedom with it, because like I won't really be getting graded, right? I don't have to write it in the A plus B equals C format that my English teachers always wanted me to write. Okay, there's a reason for that, right? But it's just like, as I guess, I don't know if it's because I'm a creative writer, maybe, the scholarly writing format drives me insane, where I had a teacher get like really like upset with me and wanted me to rewrite the entire essay because I didn't have it in a very specific format where my thesis, according to them, my thesis needed to be stated within the first 3 sentences of the essay, and then it had to be, and then my thesis also, within that same sentence that my thesis was stated in, I had to also list my evidence in that same sentence. Which, A, depending on what you're writing on, makes for the longest goddamn sentence in the world, and I'm like, make up your mind, do you want me to do that, or do you want me to grammatically, like, actually write this good? And you can include humor and tangents without worry. Yeah, exactly. That'd be so much fun. But that was one teacher, and I had the biggest pet peeve with her. Also, she wanted me to, in the conclusion paragraph, she wanted me to restate my thesis exactly as I had stated it in the intro paragraph. And I'm like, why? There's no need for that. I don't need to copy paste the sentence. In fact, I should be reiterating it in a new way. It was the most annoying English class I had ever taken. Yeah, it is. It's so sad too.
What are you selling?
Okay, what are we selling? Okay, I don't need this many
Is that
handbags.
all, stranger? Thank you.
I'm gonna be sad if I sell the blacktail. Although if I buy, hold on.
Ah. What are you buying?
You still have the blacktail though, right? I just sold it. Okay, but I'd have to re-buy it. Okay, that's fine. I'd have to re-upgrade it. It's basically what that is.
What are you selling?
It is. And like, it was so funny to think I had more freedom writing in my sociology and philosophy classes than I did in my English class.
Is that all?
I
Thank you.
also kind of always wondered if there was something not wrong with me, but like
Is
I
that all?
pick fights.
Thank
I
you.
don't pick fights, but I get into weird fights with my English teachers a lot over little weird things. Like, I think I've told this story probably a couple times, but like, I took a creative writing class in college, like years ago. I've taken that class. It's checked off. Creative writing, and it was fun. It was so much fun. I loved that class. But one of the things was they wanted us to write an intro to a story to like grab the audience, right? So I wrote my little intro, and I didn't get a perfect grade on it because, so like it was about the little intro I wrote was about, I gave some like world building tools and like a problem that the main character had to go do, right? And so it was about a main character, her little brother gets sick, she has to go find this cure that's supposed to be a myth. And her, and the only other character I mention is this elderly woman who raised her and her brother. And I gave the elderly woman, like, she had a hag like quality to her, like a crone, and she cackled when she laughed, right? And so I got marks back on that for, what do you call it? For making the character like every hag like character cackles when they laugh. I got marks back on that for saying, like, you should try to do something new and inventive. And I made this point of, like, cliche and tropes exist for a reason. Like, if you see a witch character, you kind of expect them to laugh like a witch. If she laughed with the tinkling of bells or whatever, wouldn't that be really weird or sudden or like an unnecessary add to the thing when the focus should be on the character and her going to go see her brother? And there's no reason to draw suspicion to this to this witch-like character who is actually just like a mother to them, kind of, basically. And so I pushed back. I was like, no, I used a cliche, sure, but I also did it with a purpose, right? Like, I know where I want the audience's focus to be, and it's not on the witch that cackles. Because you see a witch, the witch cackles. Okay, cool. Check. Move on. You see the witch, and she doesn't cackle, or she does something you don't expect. That's unnecessary attention on a character who doesn't need the attention. Right? Like, it's a weird thing. And I defended my use of a cliche and trope. I'm like, yes, I know what I was doing, but also, I don't know, fuck you. Like, who cares? It was a weird thing to get, like, weirdly fussy with the teacher about. But anyway. It's in movies, in media, there's, what do you call it? There's a thing for it. There's a thing for it in movies that they'll do to give the audience clues so they don't have to spend too much time on it. Like, shorthand, I think is what it's called. Tropes exist to draw attention in a very common and predictable way. Subverting the trope could be that despite the witch hag qualities, she doesn't act that way. Kinda. No, that is it. But, like, I don't know. It also seemed like a weird thing to nitpick on, like, something that was, like, barely 3 paragraphs long. It's like she didn't want to give me the 100, so she found one thing to comment. Like, I didn't get 100, I got a 98. Because the witch cackled. I don't know. Where was I saying though? Oh, media shorthand. And like the example, tropes in an intro seems like it was weird. Where I was going with shorthands, like the example I always know or gets used for when I have to explain it to people is if you watch Disney's Hercules. There's that part where young Hercules goes to the temple of Zeus, and he like kneels in the temple. Media shorthand's probably a better way to describe them. Yeah, because it's something you like a culture already knows and understands, and so you just like, okay, I know what this is, without spending too much time on it. Like the example I was saying in Disney's Hercules, he kneels at the temple of Zeus, and it's to let you know like he's showing respect, and it's a religious thing, right? Even though I think someone pointed out that kneeling, like doing that sort of thing, isn't exactly something they did in Greece for the Greek gods. It was just something we're used to thanks to Christianity, probably. I assume Christianity, I'm sure there's other religions that do it too, but normally if you hear person A goes to a temple and then they kneel, normally your brain checks off that, oh, it's a sign of respect, or that they're praying. Even if in that particular culture or religion, that's not how they would pray. But it's like little things like that.
What are you buying? Is that all? Is that all? Is that all? Is that all, stranger? Is that all?
Okay.
Thank you.
So what I just did is the Matilda now has a gun clip capacity of 100. Because I've upgraded it completely so that it has its exclusive thingy. Okay. It's like, it's weird little things. Like, how do I say this? Like, as a writer, it's very easy to get lost in the details. But at the same time, you don't want to lose your audience. But it comes back and forth to, like, what do you want to tell your audience? I had this issue. Oh, hi, that was me almost dead. 1 second. Wrong button. I wasn't paying attention to the guy throwing the dynamite. Go away, please. Oh. Sir, I'm gonna need you to stop. Please and thank you. I swear to God I was going somewhere with this. The story about the Shadow Princess, the Shadow Queen, and the Sunlight Princess. That story, I've spent more time... So, where that story begins is not where that story begins. Which is fine, it's a fairy tale. But, it comes down to, what do I tell you? So there's this huge chunk of that story that I don't know if I'm ever going to tell the audience. Unless it's in, like, a side thing. And that's fine, but now I'm just sitting on it. I don't know if any of what I just said makes sense. Oh, there's a lot of you down there. Because, like, it's world building and backstory, and it's not something main characters are ever going to find out. And I've thought about it a couple of times. I'm like, well, the main characters could find out, but then it seems weirdly forced. And I mean, of course that might change later, like, the story's not done yet, so... But, like, at the moment, it's just information I have. There they go. Who is still throwing dynamite at me? You are. Sir, I'm gonna need you to stop. I'm being very willy-nilly with my handgun ammo. My ammo, period, actually. Shotgun for a little bit. And I guess it's because that particular story is based off a fairy tale is why I was so back and forth about where it began. Because, like, with fairy tales, that's a thing, right? Like, you get told the origin of, like, magic or something, right? And how it, you know, it, relates to the hero of the story, right? And then... And then you get, and then they go the tale of, like, what do they do about the problem that they're faced with. And so even though, like, that particular one is a fairy tale, or it's very based off of fairy tales, or I guess I wanted it to have it's like it's not a fairy tale, it's not told in fairy tale form. But it's, like, very heavily inspired by certain fairy tales, and I wanted to have, like, a very fantasy-esque quality to it. It doesn't need to... Maybe I'll step into a bear trap? I don't think so. Okay. It's already broken a couple rules, which is fine again. But it falls back to this, like, idea of, like, I'm sitting on information that's very important to the story and has a lot to do with how the story is going to be shaped. But the audience might never hear it. I don't know, it just depends. Like, do you think... I've heard some people say that, like, the way Token did things was both, like, a blessing and a curse. Because it makes people think, or it makes fantasy authors think they need to have these huge timelines for their world. But I feel like that stuff's so, like, extra. Like, it's cool that that's there, but if you don't know it, does it change how you view the story? Like, you might miss one or two things. But, like, I don't think it takes away your enjoyment of what the story was. Maybe. Maybe I'm wrong. One second. I'm not gonna reach. Well, I could maybe reach them with the shotgun. Dang it, I still missed them. Alright. I'm somehow alive. I should not be alive. The game is cheating. Let it be known that the game is, in fact, cheating. Thoughts on robots? Like, as characters. Or stories about robots. And, like, what counts as humanity and stuff like that. Boring. Overdone. Never done right. Has anyone read iRobot? Like, I haven't. Just to start that off, but, like, curiously. No, it's not called iRobot. What is it called? The book that the iRobot's based off of. I have a while ago. Oh wait, the book I just mentioned? Is it called iRobot? I don't know. I read. I don't know. I tend to like. I don't know. They just never grabbed my attention, so I never really read anything to do with robots in terms of like sci-fi. Well, App-Rape Robot was sort of a bunch of short stories around the 3 rules of robotics. Oh, I see. It's missing one. What about something more modern? Like, did anyone play Detroit Become Human? Which, before I carry on that sentence, just there's a reason why I don't really have any interest in playing it, but I'm just asking because I know a lot of people had a lot of good things to say about it. Fish! Shall we fish? I don't know if I have room to fish, actually, though. I guess my thing with, like, robots, and this does relate to why it's on my brain, is because, like, remember when I said I read something and then got inspired by, like, a Star Ocean, like, story. Not gonna go fishing. I don't really have room for it. It's one of the characters is a robot-like person. Android. I don't know. What are we classifying them as? I gave them their own name. Like, not the character, of course, has their name, but like they're a race of people who are robotic. Oh, air traffic. Oh, where I was going that, I've always feeling like media, like the same stories and lessons kind of get told with robots. See, that's what I was supposed to do the first time, but I messed up and I opened up the well again. And like, that's fine, but like, I don't know. I feel like Dirt Race should be able to do more with the theme. Something activated the door that I'm messing with, the glass bolt on. So that's what activated. Unrelated, but I've had Kickstart My Heart stuck in my head for the past couple of days. It's a good song. I think that's everything. It's a bit different if robots have already been established as equal or sentient in the world. That's fair and very true. Which maybe is why I'm more attracted to more sci-fi aspects of it. Or like futuristic sci-fi aspects of it as opposed to something that's only just a little bit in the future.
You carry the same blood as us, it seems. Nevertheless, you're an outsider. Just remember, if you become unpleasant to our eyes, you'll face severe consequences.
Thank you, Mendez.
What? Same blood.
There is shoots. I can't remember. I think this comes at a weird time when there's
Leon, I've been able to get some new.
like online there's a bunch of like AI generated art stuff going on, and if you haven't seen my tweets, you should already know where I stand on that. Or like not my tweets personally, but like stuff I've retweeted. Time of Eve was a short but interesting take on robots. Alright. I'll look into that, see if I can find it. But it makes me think of, and I wanna say it's an Appleseed movie, but I don't actually know if it's Appleseed. Because now that I say that, I'm very uncertain. But there's this movie my brother watched where there was a robot artist who was sculpting Hercules's, like, 12 trials. Or what is it that he does? But like if you know the Hercules story, how there's like events that he did to like prove his worth. I can't remember what they're called. And there's this robot artist who was sculpting these works based on those. And like the main character was trying to protect him because they were worried that they were like potentially targeted for something. And I remember it was when I first watched it back then. I guess I keep wanting to say it's an Appleseed movie, but as I say that, I don't think that's true. And I can't tell you what movie it was. I remember it was animated. It wasn't like a live action movie. I hope, unless I'm getting things very, very wrong. Like, where does robot end and android begin, I guess, is part of the issue. Like, where does the sentience inside machine begin? And it's a weird thing to think about. Or not think about. I guess, is it scary? My brother is like in the generation of people who grew up with Terminator. Oh jeez. And so like what is it, Skynet, I think is what it's called. I've never watched a Terminator movie, by the way, so forgive me. But like the AI that like decided humans were bad after all, right? And so... and how all that started. But like my brother is definitely part of a generation that's very anti... It's twofold, like, because he's very anti-machine, but at the same time, like, he's okay with the idea of Transformers. Because the Transformers, I guess, are a race of robots that have sentience. How does that work? And it falls onto too many things, because your brain goes, well, clearly something designed the Autobots, or the Cybertronians. Cybertron? What are they called? People of Cybertron. And then it falls into that philosophy of, well, then didn't something design all life, quote unquote? And it's like, is it a god? Is it something else? Hi, ma'am. I can't remember the philosophy. This is my problem with my philosophy classes, is I always understood the philosophy, but don't ask me who actually said the thing. It's the philosophy of like grand design, basically. And when you think about, like, if you study astronomy or anything relating, and you realize, like, the very specific conditions that had to be met in order for life to form on Earth, it makes it seem like like things had to happen just words. Things had to happen just so that life could form on Earth. And so like the idea of like, well then clearly someone, an entity, it was by design. Which is always kind of humorous to me. Like, for the record, I believe in multiverses and strings and whatnot. But, like, the answer, the argument to that theory is, something very similar to the multiverse concept. I've completely gone off topic. I don't know if anybody's following me anymore. Don't worry about it. We're back at the village. How are we doing? Wait, I have the key, right? I can just go inside the thing? Yeah? Okay. How's chat doing? Ooh, 69. Nice. Oh wait, I have a shotgun. I need to have not a shotgun.
Got something that might interest you. Got a selection of good. What are you selling?
Seems like I have something wrong.
Is that all? Is that all? Thank you. Ah. Thank you. Is that all? Ah. 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 Thank you.
Why did I do it like that? was unnecessary and really long. Okay, we're heading into the graveyard. I'm not really shooting birds right now. Oh dear. There. Yeah, it's funny I complain about robot stories being similar in certain aspects when I've like consumed so much zombie media. Which is also like tends to have the same like 2 to 3 beats to it. I guess that just really boils down to preference, huh? No, you don't. Oh god. My aim swung all over the place there. But like I'm sure someone's probably heard me rant about zombies before and like why I like them so much. And the same could probably be said for robots. It's all like back to that whole, it's all about like how you use the theme in a story. I guess I just don't see the varying robot stories. Not going deep for them either though, so there's also that. Robot zombies. We should make robot zombie stories. Ooh, actually, I could make a robot zombie story. I already have a setup for it, kinda, or like a world setting where it would make sense. Quick chat, would you read a story about zombie robots? Why? I have no idea. Why did I do it like that? Every time, this puzzle. Okay, there's the cat side that goes in the beer stein. Actually, let me do that real quick before I accidentally saw it. Before I do this, I'm going to pause real quick. Oh, stretch. Oh, hold up. Oh, I remember. Yeah, it's fine. We'll just leave it there for a second. Nothing's gonna come up on me. I have to remember. I have to actually pause instead of going into the menu because I alt tab to get out of the screen, and then things happen. Okay. Getting back into the game. Oh god. 1 second. My mouse is going It's like slowly drifting upward while I was trying to get into the thing. Hi, man. Goodbye, man. The water... Oh, well, no, I guess it's closer than I thought it was. I was gonna say, it's very heavy splashing. And... okay. Was it necessary to do that? No, I'm just gonna sell the gun. I almost said sell the sword. Which would have been the wrong... Although, could you imagine if they gave Leon a sword out of nowhere? Just like, here, have the sword, go kill zombie parasites. Speaking of parasites, I am once again warning friends in chat that I'm going to probably rewatch Rise and the movie for Rise, TMNT. So once again, expect a influx of references. I've been meaning to rewatch 2003, so there'll be even more references that you may or may not get. I could stream TMNT. Like, I have Shredder's Revenge, and there's the Cowabunga collection on Switch, although that would probably drive me insane. I'm gonna get it anyway and try to play it, but I don't know if I'd stream it. At least with Shredder's Revenge, I know I'm at least decent at that game. I don't need to relive childhood trauma on stream by getting stuck on a level in, shoot, which one was it? It wasn't Turtle. No, it was Turtles in Time. The game's hard and bad. It's not bad. But it's like, have you ever like gone back and played an old NES or SNES game and it's like, how did anyone do this? Like, my reflexes aren't that bad. And I definitely have to say they're better than when I was a kid.
Got a selection.
Yes.
What are you buying?
Okay, so go ahead, the Punisher. Oh god, where do I fit you? I cannot fit you anywhere. Yes.
What are you selling?
Where it is. There it is. Hold on, is it really just my inventory stuff out? I have a lot of rifle ammo I'm not using.
What are you selling?
No,
Is
all
that
of it.
all?
Selling all of rifle
Thank-
ammo. Even if I reloaded, I wouldn't be able to... That should be... You know what this reminds me of? And this is like very weird...
What are you buying?
This is like a reach. I'm aware they don't actually sound anything alike. But,
What are you selling? Ah,
I'm weirdly being reminded of,
what are you buying? Is that all? Thank you. Not enough cash.
Dot
stranger.
hack. Like old dot hack games.
Not enough cash.
What's that? 100,000,
stranger.
80,000, 120,000. Okay.
What are you selling?
Wouldn't that be such a weird thing to like randomly stream?
Is that all?
I never beat Dot Hack. I
Thank
beat no,
you.
that's not true. Okay, so I beat like the first 2 Dot Hacks. I think. I want to say. Which I couldn't tell you the name of them. And it was definitely at a time when like I didn't fully understand what I was playing. Well, no, that's not fair to younger me. I understood the gist of it. Definitely sure there's a lot of it that went over my head, though. That's kind of why, like, I want to find older, like, RPGs that I played when I was a kid and replay them. See what I missed. Okay. Nah, good enough. We're fine. Nope, there's no boat there. I don't know where I'm going. There's a lad curled up on my towels. I've been streaming for almost 2 hours. I don't know how long I'll stream. I might get off and play Blade Up, like solo Blade Up. Come up with whole new franchises for us to burn later. As for tomorrow, I think I'll play Final Fantasy tomorrow. I don't know. I want to. So, there. Ha. Because I said so. Tomorrow's Thursday. And then Friday, I don't know. But Saturday, I guess I will poke at friends to see if we'll play Blade Up. Or I'll play it solo. Either's okay with me. There's Cult of the Lamb updates coming soon. And then Sunday, regardless of what's going on, I'll try to get back to Pokemon. Hello, sir. Oh yeah, goodbye, sir. Ow. I have to remember I have the Matilda on and not the TMD. Because it feels like it, you know? Did you just haw at me? Oh! Yes! Just rambling it. I don't know. Yes, I did. I did say Hoth because I said so. What's chat gonna do about it? It's needlessly passive aggressive. I'm aware. Shower we love and kindness. How dare you? Although I will say there are people when I'll do the votes for like, hey, what do you guys want to see me stream? And there will be like, don't say who you are, or whether you are or not this person. It doesn't matter. But like, okay, there will be like votes for Final Fantasy or something, and that makes me really happy because I've always got that like weird thing in the back of my head of like, well, what if they're just being nice and they don't actually want to watch me stream Final Fantasy? Oh, guys, I look down, I just see Sushi in all caps. No. You're amazing and precious and wonderful. And I don't know. I'm the English major. I'm at a loss for words. Love you guys. You're doing great. Your support means a lot. Happy to have y'all here. Oh jeez. My guy went flying. Speaking of being at a loss for words, so I was playing Dead Cells with my brother, and we were, so I'm gonna say the word. I'm gonna say it wrong, okay? But there's a reason why I say it wrong. So the word is supposed to be said as... What is the word? Aristocracy? Is that right? But you know, the, like, aristocrat society or culture or whatever it's called. Right? And that's where I got mixed up, right? Because it's aristocrat. But the word for them is aristocracy. Yes? No? And I said aristocracy. Because, I don't know. Because I almost always say, like, I'll do that. I'll say respite instead of respite. Or I'll think respite instead of respite. Little things like that. And my brother, like, got after me. He's like, ha, the English major. And I was like, I responded, I was like, I know how to use the word, not how to say it. So that's where I stand on the matter. I can't hit the snake. There we go. Thank you for the egg. I will consume the egg. Anyway, there's your... this English major's a dumbass moment for the day. Egg. Where is the thingy? First gets lost in swamp looking for a— oh god. I thought I landed on that bomb wire. Anyway, this is what I was looking for. I've got a pipe. I love how Sushi hops at me and then just pieces out. Like, I know she's like, it's just funny to me.
Un forastero!
No, snake! Okay, got it. Dear lord. Wait, I think I'm coming up on Del Lago. Maybe. And so I'll probably save after Del Lago and then either in stream change to something else for a little bit. I don't know what would be good to wind down to, if I wind down to anything. Coffee! I wind down to coffee. It's a very inefficient way to dump a body.
Vámonos.
I was gonna say.
Ándale.
There's a lad over there. I want to go pet him. Yep, that was the thing. It was a big old salamander. I think he's a salamander. I don't think he's a fish. Ooh. Speaking of, this is a random tangent. I stream Resident Evil 8, guys. Because I got my capture card and the PlayStation thingy working. That'll be fun. Maybe I should do that soon. Since, like, none of the game, like, aside from, like, Final Fantasy 2, none of the games I'm playing at the moment are really, like this, but, like, I've already been Resident Evil on stream. But we're not really playing anything at the moment that's, like, you know, beat it first and then do something else. So we could do, well, God of War, but, like, God of War is dependent on other factors. Sort of dependent on other factors. Okay, this requires me to not be dumb. Yeah, I'm just gonna go. I'm also very curious, like, so I know the thing comes, but, like, what's to stop? No, yeah, because the thing gets hooked in, I guess. I don't know, I feel like we were closer, that we could have just done it and made it to the, oh, whatever, it doesn't matter, I guess. You know, I also need to ask Yulia. I need to get with Yulia and see about getting back to Resident Evil 6. No. What is this log placement? Wow, I ran right to him. That wasn't ideal. Is it square? It's square. Swim faster, Leon. I don't know how you're out swimming this thing, though, but swim faster, Leon. Well. Oh, God. You know what's impressive is things on this game's ability to roar underwater. Is there a specific movie we can blame for that? Is it Jaws? Oh, dear Lord. I was wondering how long it would take me to get all the way around. Sorry about that. It's fine. I still hit him. Come on, turn the boat around. Nope. So I think I have an infinite number of harpoons in this boat. Hold up. I don't think this is the most effective way to do this. Then again, what would I know, I guess? I've never been in that situation. Good night, Leon. You'll be fine, don't worry about it. My hate ratio was 65. Yeah, no, it was bad, I know. It was really, really bad. Yeah, there we go. Sorry, skipping all of that. He'll be fine, don't worry about it. Oh yeah, grabbing things, and we're gonna save. And then we'll get back to this some other rainy day. It's not raining, but you know. It's raining in the game. Oh. What do you say? Is that it for stream tonight, guys? Okay. Okay, what? Is there not a quick? No, yeah, return brain menu. Yep. Looks like an old Royal typewriter. Oh. Should ask Little Monster about the different typewriters of Resident Evil. I wonder if it is based off an actual typewriter. Like an actual, like, IRL model of typewriter. That'd be kind of cool. I don't know what's going on. Well, I defeated Delago. We've spent the, evening chattering about a bunch of random... It is actually. That's really cool. That'd be really cool if that's, like, you know, they got it and they stuck it down. Curious. I guess I never really thought too much about it. Just thought, you know, it's Resident Evil, you save on typewriter. It's a Royal 10 typewriter. Neato. Or based on them, yeah. Yeah, I think I'll call stream here. Tomorrow I literally just said what we were gonna do. Tomorrow we'll be doing more Final Fantasy 2. Because I said so. Friday. Yeah, we're at the ice cave. We gotta go get the bell. Give me Mateus. You know, you don't see him for a while, I don't think. Like, he's your big bad, and you don't really see him for a while. You see him in the intro. When he blows up one of the villages during when they're talking about the Empire. I love how when we started up, Alyssa was like, "It's the one that has the hot guy in it," and my brain immediately popped up like 3 different names. I'm like, which one are you talking about? um, but yeah, more Final Fantasy 2 tomorrow. I played up either Friday or Saturday, either by myself or with friends. I'll have to ask. What are the options? Do tell. For what, Final Fantasy 2 or oh, Furion and Leon? Do you not think they're cute? I think I've mentioned this. The little me had a crush on Furion. Furion's okay. Oh my goodness. Leon, I guess it's been a while since I'd have to like go look up official art of Leon. But I recall him being fairly attractive. Gujan's a dame. Aw. Good choices. Yeah, I'll stand by that. Good choices. I guess I thankfully missed having a crush on Sephiroth phase. I went to high school with a bunch of people who did though. Kefka isn't too bad. Kefka, okay, I'm gonna say this and not care if you take off his makeup. I am gonna have to Google because I don't know if that's is there actual like official art of that? I was gonna say I stand by this where I say Kefka is probably one of, if not the best Final Fantasy villains. Someone edited off of his Final Fantasy 14 model. Oh, I see. Granola. Okay, so here's my problem with Final Fantasy 8. And no sass to anybody. One of the reasons why I've never beaten Final Fantasy 8 is because the characters don't grab me the same way other Final Fantasy characters do. And like it's some combination of they annoy me or they're too apathetic or I'm too apathetic towards them or something. I can't stand what Final Fantasy 8 is. Yeah. So when we get to Final Fantasy 8, that's going to be fun, but 8 was your first. Oh. I think a lot of people had that experience with it. It was so weird cuz honestly 9 was such a breath of fresh air. Cuz like no offense to Cloud or Squall with 7 and 8, but like 7 and 8 both have they don't have similar storylines. But like you could say Cloud and Squall have similar personalities in that they're both a very quiet and standoffish protagonist. Up to the point where like Squall just straight up doesn't talk to people. But like so when you go from 7 to 8 and then you get back to 9 and he has Zidane and he's such a breath of fresh air, like thank God. I don't actually remember anything about Squall. That's not on you. The dude was weird. I also feel there's a lot of people whose first impression of Squall came from Kingdom Hearts, which is inaccurate. Yes. Yep. Nope. There. Sushi just did it. There's his quote. Dude does not talk and he doesn't emote like 90% of the time. That's why you have Cypher. I guess. I don't know. I mean it too. He really didn't. Yeah, no. It always killed me because they're like, oh, the romance in that game. And I'm like, are we playing the same game? Did we play the same game? I'm a little confused here. I don't know, that's kind of why I want to replay it and like try to beat it actually this time. But that's the other thing. It's like when I can list other Final Fantasy characters and tell you where they're from, because even if I've never played them, like I've never played 10 either. But like you bring up a character from 8, and I'm like, I know they're from 8 on the fact that I don't know I don't recognize them that much. Lulu and Riku. I'm trying to think of Final Fantasy characters I had a crush on when I was little, besides Furion. Setzer, kinda, not really. Thought he looked interesting. My crush on Reno happened later, not when I was little. I don't know. There's not that many of them now that I think about it. Love Reno, I know. Such an idiot. Reno, honestly, Reno and Rude are two of my favorite characters from Final Fantasy VII. I adore Rude so much. Oh yeah, I can't tell you how giddy I was for the remake, where like you get to fight Rude and Reno in like these different scenarios. I was so happy for it. I screamed. Oh no. Oh, I take it back. Okay, I'm about to say something, and thankfully Yulia is not here to out me for this. I still think Rufus is hot. Lulu was such a hottie. I remember she's very pretty. I think that's the thing with 10. I remember a lot of different characters from 10 being very pretty. Rufus is hot. It should be illegal, especially like his remake outfit. I'm like, that's the most impractical fucking coat I've ever seen, but goddamn, he's pulling it off. Oh my god. And I felt so like I asked also the fight with Rufus in the remake is one of my favorite fights. Illegal, it is. But I mean, Rufus Shinra, are we surprised? Yeah, I can agree. Rufus does. It's not fair. Oh no, it's like I love that fight. It's so good. It really just makes me want to play the. You know what? You know what? You know what? No, you know what? You know what? I don't think I've mentioned this on Twitter because I posted it because it was like something I was weirdly proud of. I 100%ed the remake. Like I beat it on hard. I will put up a poll tomorrow or today. Tomorrow. It's not tomorrow yet. We still got 20 minutes. I'll put up a poll, and depending on that poll, I might start up Final Fantasy VII Remake Sunday instead of Pokemon. We'll see. Just because I don't know, I really want to play that game recently again. And it's I know Yulia's beaten the remake, so if she pops into chat, I can play it safely without as long as we remember to keep if she is in chat, just remember to keep any OG spoilers to yourself, please. Also, like I can't tell you how excited and happy I was for the remake when you see Nanaki or Red, sorry. but Swooshy, you're a nerd. What does that have to do with anything? Wait, I'm so confused. What does that have to do with anything? Hi, nerd. I'm also a nerd. I'm also a geek. Sometimes you just get said, oh, that's fair. We'll see. I'll let Yulia know, and we'll put warning signs up. Like Yulia's in chat. Don't say anything. But to be fair, I also ever pizza. You should play OG 7. Do it. I need to get back with Yulia because she was playing 7 and then we kind of stopped for a bit. We need to get back to it. That's why I'm a nerd. You're fine. That's fine. Okay, so I can't ever get after anyone for doing that because I don't know if you knew this. Lissa might know this. I've only ever beaten Bloodborne once, and it was like last year. Me and Yulia were playing Bloodborne together, and that's the only time. But if I had spoken to somebody about Bloodborne before then, they probably wouldn't have believed I had never beaten the game before. because I know so much about Bloodborne and about the lore and about different maps and where to find things that most people believed I had already beaten Bloodborne several times, when in actuality I've only ever beaten it once. And I had to play it with a friend to get through it. Same thing with Dark Souls 3. I know a lot about Dark Souls 3. Never beaten that game. The other franchise I can say that about, which is even weirder, is Metal Gear Solid. And for the love of God, I cannot tell you why. Never played a Metal Gear game, but I know a stupid amount about it for reasons. Also, like this intro, I've just been sitting here on the Resident Evil intro. It's not, there's no noise. It's just going. But yeah, we'll see, and I'll give Yulia a heads up. But I will put up it's just gonna be a yes no poll, but it will be should I stream Final Fantasy VII Remake Sunday. And if I do, I will then also ask you guys if you want me to start over with a new save, or if you want me to play on my hard save. I guess. And I'll explain that when we get to it. But I think that is enough idle babbling for now. Thank you all so much for stopping by. I will see you all tomorrow for Final Fantasy 2. I will poke at friendos to see when we will be playing PlateUp, if I will be playing it with friends, or if I will be playing it by myself. I pushed the wrong button. Excuse me, I have hiccups. Yeah. Thank you all so much for stopping by. Until then, thank you for the support once again, Zach, Sushi, Little Monster. I'm so happy to have you all here. Means a lot. And then I will see you all next time. Bye!